Hello and welcome once again, fellow vinyl aficionados, to Racers Vinyl Fast 5, episode 14. Hello again, everyone. Thanks so much for coming back. I appreciate it. Couple things I need to clear up, get out of the way before I get into the Fast 5. I won't take that long. First up, you're probably thinking, episode 14, where was episode 13? Well, just in case anybody's superstitious, I'm not going to do a 13. Plus, I do not have the 13th floor elevators like every good vinyl collector should, and I feel shame. And I'm just going to go to 14. Okay, so that's one. Second of all, young LP lovers helped me out a couple of Fast Fives ago, picked my bin numbers for me. And on the reply to that, as well as on his channel, I've been calling him Chris. That's not it. Curtis. Sorry, man. I apologize. Curtis from Young LP Lovers. Great channel. Make sure that you check it out. Please and thanks. Make sure you watch all his stuff, but make sure that you watch at least, and for sure, his 10 album challenge from channel 33 RPM. He's got two lovely assistants that help him out, so make sure you check that out. And I think I had a C, but I can't remember what it is now. Oh yeah, I do remember what it is. Good Lord. I'm getting old, eh? Yeah, no, I do remember. Honest, here we go. Okay, as of the last couple of days, when I film these and when they post are completely different, but you've probably figured that out by the beard length. Do you guys like when I ramble? I have surpassed 100 subscribers. Yay, big celebration. Woo, happy dance, happy dance. It's not a big deal, but to me it is, you know, a little bit. So it's kind of a number, right? It's like turning 50. It's getting 100 subscribers. Up next, 1,000. And then who knows? Maybe like Mike, MGK Boston, I might get to 1 million subscribers. 1 million subscribers. Anyway, so thank you very much. If you happen to be one of those subscribers. If you're not and you're watching this, why not? What the heck? Subscribe! And I'll stop asking, because I said once I got to 100, I would stop asking. So that is the last time I will ask for subscribers. All right, so Racers Vinyl Fast 5, if this is your first time, and for those returning, the quick rules for lack of the proper term. And my wife tells me I need to stop saying for lack of the proper term, but I just say it, and I can't help myself, and I'm not going to edit it out. So I've got 5 albums. They happen to be over here. That's why I always point over there. They all have one thing in common. It might be fairly straightforward. It might be fairly obscure. You never know. And that's part of the fun. So what you get to do is figure out what it is that my mind has put together, takes these 5 albums and ties them together, and put that in the comments. Could be something on the front cover, something on the back cover, could be a song on the album, could be the title of the album, could be lots of things. So have at her. At the end, I will give you a little spoiler alert, and then I will give you the answer as well if you don't care to play along. Or do both. Play along, give me your answer, then come back and look at the answer. You know, you're free to choose, free to do what you like. You're also free to enjoy a beverage of your choice while I have this sip of coffee. Oh, what am I at here? Oh, I'm at 4 minutes already. Okay, gotta shut her down and get going. Here we go. Album number 1. This little band you may have heard of. They had new music last year. That's weird to say. Anyway, the Rolling Stones and Goat's Head Soup. Wherever, ever did someone go, I think we should call our album Goat's Head Soup? Who said it? A. B. Who said, yeah, that's a good call. Goat's Head Soup by the Rolling Stones. There's album number 1. This was not a bin choice, by the way, and I'll explain bin choice at the end because I'll get you to help me out if you haven't been here before. I'll explain how that goes. Anyway, front, back, not a gatefold. It's nothing to do with the gatefold this time. Could be sometimes. Up next is the Haircut 100. And I'm not going to talk a lot about the albums, but it's pretty good. A little punky new wave. Punk? No. New wave? Yes, we'll go with that. TNA vinyl, cards in the bottom. A local store here in Regina that is no longer. And not the TNA that you dirty-minded people are thinking of. It was Tim and Amy were the owners. But, you know, I'm pretty sure they were playing off TNA. Anyway, there's Haircut 100. Yeah. Pelican West. There you go. Pelican West. There's the back. And there's some more stuff, including the invoice from TNA. There you go. That's album number 2. Album number 3 is Disturbed. Probably what most of you think I am. And this is 10,000 Fists. There's the front. There's the back. I don't need to talk about Disturbed. I've seen them, though. They're pretty awesome. Okay, I'm going to talk about them real quick. I know you guys are tired of me rambling, but I'm going to talk about them real quick because one cool thing that they had as part of their stage show, at the beginning of the song, there was a big chain right in the middle. And there was a pot below it. So the song starts, someone lights the pot on fire, then the chain all lit on fire, then the chain made a curtain. Ooh, it was fancy. It was cool. I'm sure somebody maybe saw that out there on that tour. I don't know which tour it was a few years ago. There you go. Disturbed, 10,000 Fists. Up next, another band that you may have heard of. They called it quits this year. Last year. It's already January, Joe. Figure it out. Anyway, Kiss. First album, back to the start. Such a good album. This actually was going to be one of my choices for, you're so familiar with it, that it is a greatest hits in the vinyl 24 tag, but it ended up being Steve Earle. So anyway, you get some purple glow going on. That kind of makes the cover look cool. Purple. Anyway, Kiss. Kiss. There you go. There's that one. And last is a great Canadian band fronted mostly, there were some other singers on here, but mostly by Kim Mitchell, who I have talked about on here before. And all my Canadian brethren out there will know of the outstanding band Max Webster. This is A Million Vacations, and it's Max Webster, and Kim Mitchell was in the band, went on to tons of fame afterwards as well. But you know what? These guys were pretty darn good to begin with. So there you go. Paradise Skies is on here. Lots of good stuff. A Million Vacations. Check this one out if you're looking for something to listen to, Canadian, that you aren't familiar with. I highly recommend Max Webster and all the other 4 that they have. 4 or 5. There you go. So, Max Webster, A Million Vacations. Front and back. Kiss. Kiss, self-titled. Front and back. Look at that shiny, sparkly. Disturbed. 10,000 Fists. Disturbed, 10,000 Fists, front, back. Haircut 100, front, back. Pelicans West. And Goat's Head Soup by the Rolling Stones. There you go. There is your 5. Again, could be something on the cover, could be something on the back cover, could be a song, could be the title of the album, or a combination of. So have at her. This is where we are going to take a spoiler alert break. So if you're going to cut out now, thank you very much for watching. And again, thanks everybody for the 100 subs. I appreciate that. If you want to see the spoiler, stay tuned. It will be coming up momentarily. Okay. Now that we've got the spoiler alert out of the way, this one was a little bit of a stretch, but I'm never sure if I make them hard, easy, somewhere in the middle. You'll play along if you want to, right? Okay, so started off. I mentioned that I got 100 subs, and 100 is the answer. Because on here, there is the album, no, not the album, there is the song, where is it? I should know this. 100 Years Ago. There is the song on Goat's Head Soup called 100 Years Ago. There you go. So that's your 100 on that one. Here's where things stay not too much of a stretch because it was Haircut 100. Okay, 100 right there. Now you're thinking, Joe, what the hell does 10,000 have to do with 100? But 100 times 100, 10,000. There you go. Next. You're thinking, what on there is 100? Well, again, stretched it a little bit because it's 100,000. 100,000 years. Such a good one. A classic on the Alive album. It's got the drum solo on it. There you go. 100,000 years. And then, to cap us off, you're thinking, again, 100? Pfft, whatever. 1 million, a million, because I think the math is correct on this. And Curtis, if you're still watching, who is a teacher, can correct me if it's not, but 100 times 10,000 is a million. So there you go. All right, there's your answer. That's Racer's Vinyl Fast 5, episode 14. Thank you so much for sticking around to the end and playing along. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And hey, if you're still here, I need a number in the comments between 1 and 48, and I need a second number between 1 and 30. The 48 is the bin number, and the 1 and 30 is the album within that bin. I'll take that album in a future Fast 5, and I'll try and come up with a Fast 5. So there you go. Take off, you hosers. Have a great day. Thanks for playing along on Racer's Vinyl Fast 5.